appreciate the curls. Honestly, chef's kiss. I mean, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Okay, anyway, hi guys, it's me, just Jane, and you can just call me Jane, and I'm back with another video. I don't want to like I don't want to rush into this, but at the same time it's like, okay, let me just get to the point, you know, because you came here to figure out how to get A's for online school, how to do well in remote learning. Because some students, they were all like, oh wow, this is great, amazing, wow, I'm thriving, you know, there's so much extra time. Other students like me were not having a good time because we were too focused on what was happening outside. We were too focused on our families, worrying, being stressed out. I'm just here to help you guys get straight A's with this new kind of learning environment. Oh wait, before I say anything else, this is split into 4 or 5 sections. First one being Zoom classroom kind of stuff, focus and how to focus, and some people are not that productive because they don't know how to focus. Overall homework tips / project tips, and what I do in order to succeed. I do a lot of the things I'm about to mention anyways. So yeah, let's just get into it. For Zoom classrooms, most of this depends on the teacher because teachers teach differently. None of them teach the same. You're not always gonna get the same grades. You're gonna have to adapt. So let's say if your teacher is this type of teacher who uses PowerPoints before, like puts them up before like you actually have your Zoom calls or something, look through those PowerPoints and take notes on them. Or if you're not like a note taker kind of learner, then draw diagrams. Just do something to help you remember some of that stuff. And if you get questions from those PowerPoints, have those questions ready for the actual Zoom discussion, because let's face it, teachers are dealing with 5,000 emails right now from every single student multiple times of the day. People just checking in, you know, family from the school. They're not always going to be able to get back to you. So prepare your questions in advance for your teachers just so you get them answered as quickly as possible, and so you're not waiting till the last minute to submit something because you don't know how to either submit something, you don't know how to do this or that, you don't know if this is the right thing you're doing. So you see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's helpful. Yeah, it's good. For each class, have websites and apps open for that specific class that like help you. So let's say I've never had a math Zoom call. I just realized, never. So let's say you do, and they try to ask you a quick math problem and you're like, what? So you have like an app or something ready, you have your calculator in your hand, you can do that. And like, if you need help explaining how to do it, you have that website there helping you through it, explaining everything. Like for me, I use Slater for chemistry because chemistry was not my strong suit. So anyway, keep opening those new tabs and apps for the next class so you're prepared for the next class, you know. Just give yourself a quick like 3 minutes to switch before you get on to the next Zoom call. Okay, here's a nice little anyway, you should try to look decent and or presentable, whether that's just throwing on like a jacket over your pajamas or just like doing something to your hair, whether or not it's like actually done. Literally just do something. Well, your brain will think, hey, we have to do something, so we need to be alert, we need to be ready, so let's go. How to focus. You need to trick yourself into liking your classes even if you don't. I don't like a lot of my classes. I don't like math and I don't like chemistry. So yeah, but my grades weren't even that bad. Like if I find them, like I'll just show you what they look like. They're not that bad. Like literally my lowest was an 86 and that was for math. Anyway, you could literally do whatever it takes for you to get excited for that class, whether it's buying new things for the class, buying cute little utensils for the class, pencils. Just get yourself to like that class. You need to trick yourself to like it because then you'll do that much better. Also, you need to know which classes you're worse in and what parts of those classes that you're worse in. Like if you know it's the test, you need to study that much more for the test. If you know it's classwork and you're not paying attention that much, you need to do something to help yourself focus that much more, okay? For focus, whether this is for classwork, for projects, for homework, find a quiet space to work in. Trust me, if you have one designated area for work, your brain's automatically gonna start thinking, okay, we're here now, we need to start doing work. We're not here to play, we're here to do work. Like when I'm sitting here at my vanity, I know it's time to film or time to do makeup, depending. And if I'm in my bed, I know it's time to sleep. But when I'm here at my desk, I know it's time to work. So yeah, even though it's super dark, I need better lighting there, but that's for another day. Don't wear pajamas or sweatpants. I only say this because if you're wearing your pajamas, you're gonna be tired. You're going to think, oh, we're still trying to sleep. No, you need to at least change out of what you slept in, so you're like thinking, okay, it's time to work, you know? Because if you're wearing something comfortable, you're gonna be comfortable. You're gonna be like relaxed. You don't need to be relaxed. You need to be alert, and you need to be not, you know, like crazy, but you need to like be alert and be aware of what's happening around you. Also, please don't FaceTime your friends during Zoom calls, during taking notes, during homework, during projects or whatever. Don't do it. Don't FaceTime them. Don't. I was under the impression that since we're all home doing this, I thought my friends could help me because some of us had the same class, the same teachers and all. So I'm like, okay, so let's FaceTime so we can write this essay together because I'm gonna be bored. Don't ever FaceTime. Don't do it. Just don't. Some people work great in groups because those groups are doing the same things at the same exact time. Don't do it. Don't. Also, just because, as you've noticed, we're getting a lot more work than we did in school because teachers think that we can do that much more work because we're at home. Don't try to juggle your work just because your teachers are basically making you think, the entire world's making you think, oh, we're at home, we're that much more productive. No. You're going to fry yourself. You're going to be overworked, and then you're gonna blow up, and you're not gonna physically blow up, you know what I mean? You're gonna you're basically going to lose your mind. You do so much, you finish everything, and you're just sitting there dull because you can't do anything else. You're that fried. Like, you don't try to do it. Also, just a quick little thing, if you need more help focusing, try to listen to like lo-fi music. It's like soft jazz music. It's super cute. I love it. Oh my gosh, it's great. You could also try chewing gum, sugar-free chewing gum, whatever kind of chewing gum you want. I get it if you're not a gum person or if you have braces, that's not the best thing. Do whatever you can to block out every unnecessary distraction and just focus. Whether it's an app or whatever, like, it doesn't matter. Just do something to help yourself focus, okay? You need to focus. Overall tips for projects and homework at home. Please break down your major project assignments because I'm tired of people doing it at the last minute. Trust me, I was one of those people. It was never a fun time, even though it was kind of satisfying to get everything done at the last second. And plus, I'm kind of a night owl. You will freak out. You will freak out and you'll be all over the place. You will make messy mistakes that you could have fixed if you had more time. Break it down into as small chunks as possible. The first day you do research and take notes. The second day you start with the intro outline. You just keep going. Like, break your big assignments as in essays and projects into smaller things because you will get so much more done and you'll have little to none mistakes and you'll miss nothing. Stay organized as possible. Me, as you saw, I bought that planner, so I'm literally putting every single due date then. Or if you're someone that uses a digital calendar, write it down. If you have like a marker board calendar, write it down. Do something, make a to-do list, you know, stay organized. Make sure whatever you're using for whatever class it is, make sure you have it in a specific spot that you know where it is. Don't just have schoolwork be in one pile because when it's time to go and do a Zoom call or when it's time to do homework and a project, you're going to be sorting through that and that will be wasting your time. We don't have that much time in the day to be looking for stuff. You will have less time having to focus on where everything is and you'll just know where everything is and you'll just be that much more ready for your classwork. Please stay communicating. Just communicate with people. Whether it's your friends, your family, your friends and family, communicate after you do work. But with your teachers, always communicate. Like I said, they're getting a lot of emails all the time, so they might not be able to answer anything, but at least you have it on record that you reached out for help, that you didn't understand something and that you wanted extra help with. And they're more likely to help you or give you an extension if they saw that you were trying and that you were like doing something, you know? Do it, just do it. Another thing, try to get things done the day before they're due just so you could stay ahead of everything. Oh yeah, this is something I didn't even realize I was doing until like someone said it in another video and I'm like, wait, I'm actually doing that. Block out time of your day, as in, let's say most of your Zoom calls happen from 7 a.m. to 12 a.m. 12 p.m. Whoa, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. So that's when all your Zoom calls are. And they assign a bunch of projects and work and all, and you do that within, let's say, at most 5 hours. From there, you just do any assignments that you see like on calendars or something that they already list out, so you could do work ahead of time, or you can just relax, or you could study, or whatever you like to do, you know, just so you could breathe. So what I'm saying is Zoom calls are in the morning, Your work and your projects and all are in the afternoon, and then night times, whatever you want to do for that day, you know? Just block out time so you know, okay, this I have to do, this I have to do, and this I have to do, and then I'm done, you know? Also, please get some sleep. Try to go to sleep earlier during school, and right now you should be starting to sleep earlier and earlier just so you can wake up earlier and earlier. So please start doing that. Get into it. Okay, and now here's what I do. I like to work in intervals just because I can't stay working for 5 hours at a time. If that's how much time I spend doing homework, I can't do it. So I try to spend 1 to 2 hours doing actual work, and then after that I'll have like a 10 to 25 minute period where I'm, I don't know, peeing, eating food, making food, exercising, breathing, you know, the usual. Oh yeah, and this is a big one for me. No matter the assignment, like let's say I'm trying to get ahead of stuff and I'm trying to do projects in advance, I'm trying to get them done like weeks before they're even due. If it's 11 p.m., even if I have to put one last sticker on something, I'm stopping, because if I work past 11 p.m., because I have done that before, depending on how much work I've gotten, I can't handle it. And I wake up in the morning reading my work and I'm just so confused. I don't even know what I was saying, you know? Like, please don't do it. Don't do it. I use my planner very often just because I want to stay organized and I want to know when all my due dates are and try to color coordinate them. I also try to stick to any of my routines that I might have had before we did online school. I'll have self-care Saturdays, you know, like I'll stick with whatever I was doing, just because losing routines is kind of sad. It also makes you feel lost. Also, it's good to develop new routines, you know? And last but not least, something that I think we all need to hear is I always put my mental health first. So let's say I get an F because I didn't finish doing something that I've been working weeks on. I won't care. I really don't care. Because let's say I was not feeling mentally prepared. I was not up to it that day. I was just not myself. There's no way I'm going to get upset about that. I stopped getting upset about that kind of stuff like a year ago. Not a lot of time, but it's made a difference. So yeah, I feel suckish if I can't get something in on time, but if I've already made it clear to the teacher, I've already talked to the teacher multiple times, you know, I'm always gonna put myself first. And one bad grade, as long as I'm keeping my grades afloat, I don't care. 'Cause, you know, if I'm that put down about one bad grade, then I'm not going to be ready for the next grade, and I won't be able to make it up for the next grade. So I'm just like, who cares? I'm sorry, who cares? Who cares? Just put it out of your mind, sis. Put it out of your mind and focus for the next one, because you will do so much better if you're not thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do much worse. Forget about it, okay? Imagine a Staten Island accent. Okay, so you made it to the end of the video. Let's all hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Just do your best, like I said, you know, just try. And teachers won't always understand. They will still get mad if you don't do work and all. So do your work, please. So yeah, look forward for next Wednesday. And this has been for remote learners who just need a little bit of help. Yeah. Bye.